Welcome back, guys. So this is where we stop in our previous episode, so we are taking it up from here today. So we stop at the dashboard in our previous episode. So today we're going to be looking at two things, and basically that's going to be the end of this project. The first thing we'll look at is data validation. After that, we will now look at cell protection to protect the sheet. Okay, so for data validation, if you can see from the result page, you discover that we have two key numbers that are to be entered manually, and if there is any error here, it's going to affect the results, like the calculation of the result. So if any other thing apart from number is input in the place of credit unit and score, is going to affect the calculation of the GP and the TGP. So we don't want that to happen. So we are going to restrict these cells, the cells that are carrying the credit unit and the cost code, to accept nothing other than number. So this is how we'll do this. So to do this, we'll highlight the cells that are containing the credit unit and scores. I have highlighted those ones there. So I will scroll down to the second semester again and hold down the control. I need to hold control so that we can have both highlight together. So I'm going to hold control and I'll highlight the place for credit unit and score. As you can see, the two semesters has been selected. So once we are done with this selection, as we have selected the cell that we want to validate, we'll now go to the menu bar there and click on the data tab. So on the data tab, let's go to the data tools group and look for data validation. Okay, this one right here. So we'll click on data validation, and here you can see we have a setting here. Now we have allowed, so we are going to set this to allow only whole numbers. Okay, because the scores, the credit unit is in whole number, nothing like decimal points. We are not going to ignore this blank space. Yes, because if someone failed to fill in a score for a particular course, let it not calculate. So the person need to put something, it should not be blank. Then again, in the place for data, we are going to go with between. That one there, that's the one we are using. So we can set the minimum of 0 and maximum of 100. So we need to put a message when someone entered a value that is not between this and this. We need to alert them. So from the tab here, we are going to go to the alert tab and we'll ensure that this show error alert after invalid data is entered. Ensure that it's checked. Then we'll give it a title. So here we're going to say invalid detail. Then for the error message, we're going to say only number is allowed. Okay, only number is allowed. So we are going to put these in bracket saying 0 to 100. So this is the error message we'll print for them to know where their mistake is coming from. Then we'll click on OK and we are done. The data validation for this is okay now. Okay, let's test run it. Let's say for the place of this credit unit of 2, I went and entered something like D. The moment I try to leave the cell, you see it give me an error message saying that invalid detail, only number is allowed between 0 to 100. I mean, though we do that because of the score that we will put between 0 to 100 is because of the score actually, because that is the main place the users will be inputting their data. They are not modifying the credit unit like that. So for the place of this, let's imagine I use 101 for instance. The moment I try to go, is going to give me the error. You can see, right? Even if you try, it will not go unless you change it. Okay, so but if I have something that has to do with numbers that is between 0 to 100, of course it's going to go, there won't be any issue. So that is for the data validation. So the same thing we do here is also working for this as well. Like as you see here, if I mistakenly enter test and I try to go, it's going to give me the error. Okay, and so this same data validation we do for this result page for 100 level is the same thing we will do to 200 level, 300 level, and 400 level. So try that on your own. It will be implemented in the full result that we are going to publish. So I'm not doing that because of time. Let's proceed. So we have looked at data validation to validate for the credit unit and the score. Next is to hide this. We say we're going to hide this particular sheet. Okay, we say we're going to hide this particular sheet, and it's not just about hiding it. And if you hide it, they can just unhide it and still see what is there. But then again, once they access it, we don't want them to see anything, like anything. We don't want them to see at all. Like now, if you click here, you can see the formula on the formula bar. You see, you can see it in the formula bar. So we don't want it to display. We want the formula to be hidden, and we don't want anyone to edit it. No one should manipulate this and modify it to their own use, unless they know the password. So we're going to set the password, and for the password, I'm not going to display the password here. So I will have the password copied to my clipboard, and I'll just be pasting it. We'll use it for the data protection. Then the password will be dropped for you guys on the platform. I'm not dropping it in this video because anyone can stumble on the video and see the password, and we're going to drop a link for this project, so they can just go and manipulate our work. So we don't want anyone to manipulate the work. That is why the password is going to be restricted to only the team. So now the first thing to do is, if you want to protect a sheet or some cells in a sheet, the first thing to do is to ensure you unlock the sheet. By default, the entire cells in a worksheet is locked. So all we need to do is to click on this triangle, then we right click anywhere on the cell and select format cells. So from here, from format cell, we'll go to the protection tab. You can see that it is locked, so we'll unlock it at first. Okay, that is all. We have unlocked it. Now that we have unlocked it, let's select the area that we have our work. So we are going to select the area that we have our work. Once everything is selected, right click on it and select format cells. So from here we go to the protection tab. We are going to lock it so that no one can edit it, and we want to hide it as well so that the formula will be hidden. But you can see the information that locking cells or hiding formula has no effect until you protect the worksheet. That is what we are going to do. So click on OK. We have locked it and hide it. So now let's go to the review tab from the menu bar. Then we'll go to protection tab and select protect sheet. So you can see the two things that we marked that they are still checked here. So I'm just going to drop the password here and click OK. Then I'll put the password again to confirm it and click OK. So this particular information here on the sheet is protected. You can see if I go on any of these, it's no longer displaying on the formula bar. So the formula is no longer displaying on the formula bar. Okay, even the normal text is only will display on the formula bar because they are locked and hidden, so it can only show here. So this is just what we need for this. Then after this, we just need to hide this particular sheet because we don't want it to be displaying. So we'll right click on it and select hide, and that is all. So we're done with that part. Okay, the same thing we do to that by protecting the sheet is the same thing that will be applicable to every sheet we are having here. But for the result sheet, we are just focusing on the area that values are our formulas are entered. So we're going to focus on the grade GP and the TGP columns for both semesters in each of the result page. So first, I'm going to highlight this for the first semester. I'll highlight the area for it. I need to select the other areas as well. Okay, before that, we need to unlock the entire sheet. So let's click on this and right click anywhere and select format cells. So we'll go to the protection tab and unlock it. So now okay, we'll come back and select the area we want to lock. We're going to lock all the area that will have our formula displaying, and also in order to prevent user from editing it. So we'll select it. So I'm going to select the remaining one with control so that I can select in between. These are all the areas we have formulas working. So I'll go to second semester and I'll also hold down the control and select from the grade to the TGP, and also I'm going to hold control to select the remaining part for the calculation of the total unit and the GPA. So this is selected for this particular result page now. So the next thing to do is just to right click on it, select format cells, and then we're going to lock and hidden it. We'll check the to option, click on OK, then we'll go to the review tab and click on protect sheet. So I'm going to still paste the same formula in here, then hit the OK button, then re-enter the password and click on the OK button again. So this particular page 2 is now protected. As you can see, we have editor validation working here, preventing user from entering any other thing that is not number or that is not actual value for a score. Okay, and the next thing we have done here is by locking this. You can see when you try to edit, they're going to tell you that the cell or chart you're trying to change is on protected sheet. So nobody can modify this particular project unless the password is being shared with the person, and that is the reason I don't drop the password here for you guys to see. It's in the clipboard. I'll drop it on the platform for you to see the password I'm using, because this is teamwork and each and every one of you have access to edit it. So you're the only one that will be given permission to edit it. So, and one thing again, if you see, you can see that the formula is not displaying on the formula bar. But does it mean that it's not working? Of course it's working. Let's say in the place of this 100, let's assume it's 55. The moment you enter that 55, now you see everything work perfectly. It see the grade point is 3 and it calculates everything. So we are only protecting our sheet here to avoid manipulation. So it's the same procedure that will apply to 200 level, 300 level and 400 level. So I'm not doing that. Try that on your own. I don't want to waste more time on this video this time around. So next, let's go to the dashboard. So on the dashboard, we are going to lock everything here as well to restrict user from editing. You know, they can edit the way it is now. It's editable. Anyone can mess up with it. So this is what we are going to do. We'll select the entire worksheet, right click on any cell and select format cells. So from here, let's unlock it, then OK. Then now we are having everything selected. We are working with the entire sheet for this one. We are going to protect the entire sheet, so we'll go to protect sheet and we'll let's protect it first from the format cells there. So we're going to lock and hidden, then we're going to click on the protect sheet and I'll drop the same password for it, and I'll confirm it and hit the OK button. So now this particular sheet, now as you can see, is now protected. You cannot delete anything, you can see, and you cannot change anything to anything. Okay, nothing is editable here, so they can only see the effect, they cannot change anything. Okay, the CGP here is 4.29, right? Now that it's locked, it doesn't mean that it's not working. It will still work perfectly. Let's assume this particular course is 70. You know, the CGP will increase to 4.38. So if we go back to the dashboard there, you see that it will update instantly. You can see 4.38. So this is working perfectly, and this is the last video for this project. This is all we need. So we'll deploy everything to online, and we'll also have a downloadable link for the user to download and use it offline. So I'm not going to show those steps in video anymore because it's not a hard thing to do. So I'm just going to do the deploying and share the link with you guys. And thank you for being with me on this project. It's a pleasure having you guys on board.